Welcome aboard. I'm Captain Jake, and we are finally, after weeks, rolling out Field of Glory Kingdoms for the first playthrough on this channel. The game's been out for a couple of weeks, and the first patch is due soon, so hopefully that doesn't ruin what we're starting today. But before I started this, I decided I would actually read the manual. And that was 325 pages, if I remember correctly. So a lot of information in that, and believe me, I did not absorb it all, and we'll be kind of still learning as we go along here, but hopefully we'll find it interesting. And for those of you that are joining just because you see my channel here, just because you happen to see that I'm playing Field of Glory Kingdoms, is the way I play is kind of just like you would. I just don't click fast. I don't rush through anything. I just kind of make sure I understand what is going on, or try to make sure what is going on. I didn't do that in Napoleon and Total War. Napoleon Total War, I guess, is the way it's actually said. And it was absolutely no fun. So hopefully we will have a great time with this and be able to transfer the battles over to Field of Glory 2 Medieval and fight the battles there. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll get in on the first tutorial here. And this game was developed by AGEOD, might be the way to pronounce it, and is published by Slytherin. So we're going to go to scenarios here. Okay, once you have made a choice, you will be moved to the scenario screen. Choose a scenario to play, pick a difficulty level, and press the check mark button at the bottom of the screen to continue. That is us. Okay. Tutorial. That's what we're going to do, and we're basically going to work through these campaigns or scenarios, as you would I guess what it is, as opposed to campaign, because there is the grand campaign. And then we have balanced, easy, experienced, difficult. And you got to look at the graphics on this that they decided to use. Is very much, if you look at medieval graphics, and I've got a new magazine published out of Belgium that is medieval, not medieval times, but well, I think that is the name of it, Medieval Times. And the graphic and the art that they did at that time was very similar to this, as well as I'm reading a book about the medieval, not battles, just what it's like to have lived during that time frame. So anyway, so enough of me boring the hell out of you. So let's get into this tutorial scenario, where you'll learn the main features of the game: moving and fighting, regional development, trading, religion, authority, and dynasties. You'll play as Leon in the faction lobby. Click on the green check button at the bottom of the right of the screen. AI difficulty. Well, let's just do easy. They're going to change this. Again, I guess easy a little bit harder than they expected it to be. But that's what we'll do. So let's go ahead and select and let this load. Your army upkeep will soar when at war, as standing army units, SAUs, have a discount if you're at peace, but not when you're at war. All right, I mean, look at that. Isn't that? I find the screens to be gorgeous. Like I said, this is literally the first time I've opened this game because I've read the manual first. So it says tutorial scenario, where you will learn the main features of the game: moving and fighting, regional development, trading, religion, authority, and dynasties. You'll play as Leon in the faction lobby. Click on the green check button at the bottom right. Okay, so here's Leon. And what do we have here? Okay, we can move around. Major nations, Leon. And there is Leon. Combat power is 156. It's got 34 units. Alfonso the Brave, food usage, and move speed. Okay, let's see, context. The minor Rio were Christian Catholic, and liberal Latin. Bounds of the Brave is the ruler. 3, 2, and 5. At war with Zaragoza and Almored. And yes, you will see me mispronounce just about every single name in here. So here is who we're at war with. And we're at war with this Almored, which is, where is, let's see, I'm gonna guess, nope, let's look here. That's Aragon. Zaragoza, Dinia, Sevilla, Granda. And that's close, but that's not it, I don't believe. It could be, but I don't think it is. That's an E, I don't know. So we got ports labeled. Oh, here it is. So we're at war with these guys and these guys. Okay. We are allied with Aragon, which is up here. Vassals, which means they're people that provide us stuff. And that's Ashura, which is, let's see where they are. I bet you it's up over here. Nope. All right, where is it? No. Maybe they're contained within our land here. Oh, yeah. There it is. And that one. Passage rights, mutual. In other words, we can go through is El Cid and Barcelona. Okay. Gameplay, we'll go over here. To begin with, it is critical to ensure that your treasury is not losing an excessive amount of money, as this can severely limit your options. Take stock in your regions and access whether any buildings are worth the cost. Know also that kingdoms randomize the regions with different buildings, so your initial situation will vary even for the same nation between two tribes of the same scenario. If not, consider dismantling them. If you are not under immediate threat and have exceeded your, I'm going to say, retribute allowance units, which have much reduced upkeep costs, it may be necessary to disband some units. As a temporary measure, selling regional decisions can also help. Once your finances are in order, focus on increasing your income. Okay. Next, prioritize your authority. If it is in the negative, consider appointing peers of the realm. We talked about that as provincial governors. That's in the rules. Shedding reasons through diplomacy or with the rest of the region's decision. Bear in mind that authority is challenging to gain and easy to lose, so consider constructing structures that improve it. Keep in mind that these structures are often Tier 2 buildings, except for permanent defensive structures, which can provide authority in a Tier 1 land. It is also important to be mindful of your neighbors and explore opportunities to forge relationships or treaties. Cooperation treaty is the easiest option and can improve a relationship over time. If relations soar, consider becoming a vassal of a more powerful nation to secure protection. That's what vassals do. Don't rush to expand your territory. Developing your regions is key to success. Once your indicators are mostly positive and you have a capable army, consider who might be your first target. Remember that claims are typically made against nations with whom you have poor relationships, so you may need to relinquish some claims and insult a few people to make room for new targets. Okay. While being high in authority is desirable, it comes with drawbacks, such as losing more authority with certain actions and raising tensions with other actions. Avoid falling into the third tier of the progress chart and only evolve into a new form of government where you are confident you can maintain your authority. If in doubt, consolidate your gains and proceed with caution. While fortune may favor the bold, it also rewards to be prepared. You got that right. So interest is 5 of 5. Difficulty is 3 of 5. Modifiers, okay. Late Hispanic cultures. Piety bonus is 15 plus 15. Productivity of infrastructure jobs increased by 1. Crusade duration increases by 30%. Reconquista. Government modifiers. Gain a Muslim region in Spain grants national authority contrary to other nations. The Spanish Christian nations get a special building, the Furo. A settlement appears on Spanish-conquered lands. Also, the chance to get a decision to gain the support of knightly orders, Iberian orders, and Templars specifically is increased. Government modifiers. Each Spanish Christian gets a boost in relationship at regular intervals while there is at least one Muslim nation in the peninsula. Historically, several treaties were signed to identify zones of influence and conquest during the Reconquista in order to reduce factions and intercede struggles with varying degrees of success. Okay. El Cid. El Cid is an ambiguous personality who alternately fought for different Christian kings and Muslim emirs, embodies quite well the mosaic nature of the Reconquista. Partially a religious crusade and partially a long series of alliances and betrayals among Christians and Muslims. Christian nation in Spain will gain a regular interval of decisions, diplomatic intrigue, which will allow one of these two effects. 1, broker peace or increase relationship between the target nation and a third party, or 2, degrade the relationship of the target nation with one of its neighbors. Okay. In the faction, click on the green button. All right, that's what we want to do. We have here. We're just looking at this. This is population, 5 units available food, hills, land cost 3. This is Toledo population. So this is a city. This is a minor garrison strength. And this is minor garrison strength here. Breached wall, 1 of 1. Okay. Unbreached walls, 1 of 1. Let's say unbreached. Yeah, unbreached, sorry. Unbreached walls, 2 of 2. Oh, okay. And then what do we have here? Unbreached walls, 3 of 3. So that must be a big one. Okay. And then we have, what do we have? Well, basically Lisbon, Portugal, population 10, garrison, militia defense, 2 units, plain, land cost. Okay. And that's our man right there. Okay. Let's see here. I had my, for some reason, my countdown timer that I use to control how long these episodes go failed, so we'll have to restart it and see what we do. That way we don't run, I try not to run more than an hour. Sometimes I do just by a little bit, but okay. We'll click OK. So we kind of looked all around here. What do these guys have? This is a enemy towards Leon. Minimum garrison strength and land cost 6. Tells it's mountains. Okay, let's just click. Okay. Now here's the main screen where we can see all this stuff. Context. Fernando won first. Count of Castile was crowned the king of Leon after killing the Leonese king Bermuto III in the Battle of Teruman in 1037 CE. From then on, Castile and Leon reunited and split again on several occasions until finally permanently uniting in 1230. Okay. To begin with, let's see, conquest. Let's see, the combined kingdom played a central role in the politics. It ultimately allied with or fought against most of its neighbors, both Christian and Muslim, becoming the dominant power in the middle of the peninsula while Portugal controlled the western coast. The crown of Aragon diverted its emergencies to Mediterranean expansion. The conquest of Toledo of Castile, Leon in 1085 provoked the arrival of the Almoravids to the Iberian Peninsula, who achieved several important victories against them, but never managed to recover Toledo. Almoravids replaced by the Almohads in, oh Jesus, I'm going to butcher these names, so just, I was going to say, get over it, because I can't pronounce them all. Who, after some victories, were crushed by the combined armies of Castile, Aragon, and Navarre at the Battle of Las Navas Tolosa in 1212, a blow they would never recover from. Within a few years, Castile-Leon overran the emirates of Cordoba, Jaén, and Seville. Portugal conquered the Algarve, reducing Muslim territories in Spain to just one kingdom of Granada in the extreme south. Okay, to begin with, it is critical to ensure that your treasury is not losing. Okay, we already got that. We've read this gameplay. Okay, we got that. Yep. In doubt. Yeah, okay, we've done all of that. So, high national authority, high regional stewardship will improve regional loyalties by increasing base loyalty. Piety can also achieve this, but works differently. Balancing these factors is generally advisable. Okay. Turn 1 year is 1086. Season is fair. So, over here, ongoing war against Zaragoza, duration in turn 1. Current war score 0. Ongoing war against Almoravid, duration in turns 1. Current war score 1. Click to focus on the largest nation. Okay. Oh, I need to clear that, I'm guessing. Okay. A last note of importance before you play, okay? Many windows have a question mark button near the upper right corner that will take you to an explanation of the window and related gameplay concept. Use it to learn more about the game. There's also a very complete game manual available in each official form. Yeah, very extensive. Okay. Welcome to the Kingdoms tutorial. In this introductory scenario, we will see how to handle troop movements, battle, and some basics on region economy. If you want to learn more about the specific aspects of the game and go deeper into the details of many features of the game, and this game is got features, very in-depth. It's because I said, I'm going to say grand strategy game with tactical level battles. And it is very detailed. And an in-game help is often available on the right hand of many panels as a question mark button. That said, let's begin the tutorial. After closing this panel, click Please click on the horseman figure in the Leon region. He has a purple stylized lion as the banner. This is your main army, and we have some plans for it. Okay, good. So we'll go over here, click on this, and this is Leon. Okay. Armies in kingdoms are comprised of combat units, including knights, spearmen, and archers, very similar to medieval. Each unit possesses specific stats that reflect their effectiveness in different situations. It's not only about raw strength. Even if a knight will often perform better than a peasant levy, it's also about adequacy to the task at hand. For example, terrain will significantly alter how the unit performs. Heavy infantry will fare poorly in swamp, while horsemen will get severe penalty in assaulting castles. Going one level up, it's also about army composition. An army needs a balance of components. Frontline support flankers to perform well. Now please click the turban-wearing spearman. Turban-wearing spearman in Porto, Portugal, on the far left of the map. His coat of arms is a green shield to see what we're talking about. Okay. Go to the far left. Turban wearing, he's got the shield. Oh, there it must be in here. Yeah. This small Muslim army comprised 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lacks an optimal composition. This may be due to recent recruitment, or perhaps it is due to battle losses. Okay. The army consists of 4 spearmen. Yep, that's the spearmen here. Heavy infantry, these are raw Muslim spearmen. They're heavy. Their levy combat power is 9. Effectiveness is 2. Hold control for more detail. All right, the army consists of 4 spearmen, okay, as frontline units, and 2 cavalry units, which also frontline and can attack on the flanks. Now, does it say flank? There are 2 main issues. First, the absence of support unit means the front line lacks combat bonuses from units positioned behind them. Mastering this aspect of army composition is critical. Second, being a small force, it doesn't occupy the entire battlefield. The battle width or frontage varies with terrain, and due to its size, the army lacks flanks. Consequently, the cavalry, typical flankers, must assume standard position. Adding archers, skirmishers for support, and peasants to fill up the ranks would be a major help to this force. Please click again on your own army, okay? All right, now the army composition is very important, as you understand. As such, armies should be tailored for their goals. Strong armies to defeat an enemy, main enemy forces, fast armies of cavalry for raiding, and smaller detachments for garrisons, etc. There are several possible orders your army can follow: movement, raiding, or assaulting, but one which is very common is splitting and merging armies. Now we can see split and merge right here. So you can tailor your armies to their task by alternating their sizes and composition. This is what we will do now. By detaching a few units from your main army so that our capital region still gets some defense even when your main army goes campaigning. Please do a right click on any one of the numerous peasant unit cards in the 2 unit columns to the right. All right, these are peasants. These are peasants. It says do a right click on any one of the numerous peasant cards, okay? Just right click, okay. Performing a right click will select all units within a pile, which is why a full stack of peasants, 8 units, make sure it's 8 units. Now how we know that's 8 units without counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, it's 8. Are now selected, highlighted with a gold frame. Let's add 2 units of slingers, which are support units. To do so, please left click on 2 slingers of your choice, 3rd column, so that we have 10 units in this selection. All right, now we have 10 units in our selection. This small force will be our garrison for Leon. Next, we will detach it by doing a click on the split button. Please do so now. Split. Okay? Oh yeah, got two sets here. We got the slingers and we got that. And that's here and there. Okay. Good. As you can see, this action has created a second army consisting of units previously selected. You can ultimately select the first and second armies by clicking on the respective tab. No, we just did that. To learn more about armies, click on the question in the unit panel. Okay. We'll close that. It says, do not hesitate to try some manipulations by yourself until you get the hang of the system. Once done, let's direct our army towards the Toledo region. Be sure to have your main army led by the king. Okay? Comprised of your knights and other units. Selected, then right-click on the region a bit south of ours, where you can see another army with a red and green standard. This is El Cid encamped with his army. It says here, once you've done, let's direct our army towards the Toledo region. All right, let's see where the Toledo region. And is this, okay, there's the Toledo region. All right. Okay, it says, be sure to have your main army. Okay, that's the one that's led by the king, Alfonso the Brave. And we can click on him to get more information. Or we can right click. Let's see. Alfonso the Brave, there he is. Alfonso the Brave, noble ruler, health, age 68. Ooh. Loyalty's 100, leading the first electron by Leon. Offensive rating 1, defensive rating 2, administrative rating increases by 1 point, regional loyalty by 10. All right. Okay, that must mean he's well, food usage. Movement speed is 4. Okay. Yep, we got that selected by the king, comprised of knights and other units. Then right-click on the region a bit south of yours where you see another. Yeah. This is El Cid. Right-click. Okay. Well done. We will learn again later in the tutorial how to cancel a movement or add waypoints. But for now, our main army is en route to Toledo. Okay. The map consists of regions which can be grouped into predefined domains known as provinces for better efficiency. Most nations need at least one region to survive to avoid defeat, though a few can subsist without. Kingdoms in a turn-based game where armies only move after you click end turn. Additionally, the game features simultaneously movement for all nations, creating a more realistic and dynamic experience, as your adversaries might have plans that counter yours. Click on the fancy little button, end turn, top right of the screen, once you have planned your movement to Toledo. Okay, that looks like it's going to take 2 turns to get here. Now, it just said that it didn't say to click on here, so let's just go that way and turn. No, didn't take 2 turns, took 1 turn. Okay, completed AI. Leon. We have stable Minorino. Okay, it's +3. It's not as high as Aragon. Legacy points, 254. Kind of want to be in the middle here, I do believe, from what they said. We are now on turn 2. And what these crowns are really, they have told us. Authority. Authority is good. You don't have to worry about Christian, Catholic. Okay, projected income, regional commerce, population, taxation, military upkeeps -88, money income total 9, previous turn total 500, so it's +9 this time. Money variations include these changes from the previous turn. Regional commerce, population, taxation, military upkeep. Money, also named gold, is a resource accumulated globally, which is used for many actions like recruitment and decisions. Projected income for the next turn may vary due to ongoing trades and events. If you go above your maximum, which will increase with banks and world treasuries, 25% of the extras will be lost each turn. Wow. You can only keep at most 5,650 stacks of points safely in the world treasury. Oh, wow. All right. We'll focus in the region. The 5 regions have low, Toledo being the most problematic one. All right. Ongoing war. This is manpower generation, regional manpower, military upkeep, production manpower generation, previous turn total, our equipment production. 93 allows us to maintain at most 243 musters of men ready to take arms. Manpower is a resource accumulated globally, which is used a lot of military units for their recruitment and upkeep. If you go above your maximum, most determined by your overall military equipment production, 25% extra will be lost. Well, why go above it if you keep losing it? And that's our ecumenical council, and we're over here in Spain. And Leon, most pious Christians is Leon. Right, crusades and their targets. Most highest Muslims. Pious? No, I guess pious. All right, pious Muslims also. Okay, Muslims. We can Champions of the Faith, Sevilla, which is in where we are. So, okay, close that. This is metal production, regional production, intuitive production, metal production, 14. Previous turns total was 50. We're adding 14 each one. Again, you lose above, you go too high. Legacy changes. From controlled claims from unique structures and wonders, 4. Legacy points are a measure on which your success or failure will be judged at the end of the game. Your current ranking is 10, of 28. Check. Being in the top 10% will give you a 5% chance to gain a progress token. Being in the top 50% will give you a 3%. If you are in the bottom tier, this bonus will instead prevent gaining tokens. Okay? All right. And then here, planned authority changes. That is the men's size is how much space you can actually have and how big you can have. Ruler in the field is a minus because he's in the field fighting. Special structures, additional changes from last turn. Current size is 13. Required for realm changes 18. Max size for authority gain is 14, which we haven't got. Only nations with enough authority can progress in realm government status, moving from a petty kingdom to perhaps an empire one day. Authority can also safeguard to a peaceful transition when the ruler dies. Starting with authority 50, a penalty will be applied to its gain. Nations with a high authority, 75 plus, and we are at 28. What is this? The nations with a high authority tend to clash against each other. Each peer of the realm in charge of a province increases max Demesne size bonus. Each value reduces required size for realm change bonus. Okay. All right, let's check that. Now, this is the second term and your army has moved into Toledo region. Let's resume by clicking on our army in Toledo, then on the king portrait to the left. Okay. All right, let's change our general. What? Okay, we'll change our general. Let's change the general. Click on a new character on the list. Okay. You want to change on the list. He will now be in charge of your army and provide benefits and perks to it according to his stats. Okay, all characters have an offensive and defensive rating changing from 0 to 2 each. Each point in such a rating will improve the efficiency of your army in battle depending on whether you want a defense or attacking. Before returning to combat, time to check provinces and regions where your population and structures reside. Please click on the Toledo region again. All right, let's change. Click on a new character. All right, let's see. He is 69 now. Offensive rating 1 and defensive of 2. Right. This guy is good health 23. Is a noble son. Noble ruler. Let's see. Well. Uncle. I don't want to change. Okay, well, let's do him then. Let's change to him. Okay. All right. Before returning to combat, it's time to check the province and region population. Click on the Toledo region again. All right. The first click on the region that is part of the province you own will show you the province panel, big time province panel, listing all the regions as a summary. Okay, yep, agree. This is convenient for a quick view or to ask the AI to handle the entire province, also called for you. Okay. Good, I can get the AI to handle it. Province and domains are handy, but only to get a summary of what is happening in several regions at once, but also once you start a large nation to delegate management to the AI. Provinces or domains also allow the naming of a character in charge, providing bonuses. For more details and controls, you can manage your regions one by one. Click again on the map of Toledo so that the province switches to the region of Toledo. Right? We are now in Toledo. This region is where your population resides. Segmented into population communities, which are defined by their social class, religion. These are peasants. These are Sunni freemen. Nobody over here. These are things you can build, okay? Where is the AI button? That's my question. All right. Each population community has an unrest value, which is low if it aligns with religion and culture. And propriety is not because they're all Muslims. And it's high if it follows a different religion. This unrest value contributes to the regional loyalty rating, which is the hand, which is 1. Revolt risk is currently 0. We got good authority. And the hills rough cost is 3. Yep. This is a provincial capital. Yep. No buildings under construction to Toledo. Click to order a new structure. Different tasks. Okay, let's do so by moving some population from agriculture to infrastructure until you reach at least 15 infrastructure points. Okay. Click on a population in agriculture, which is the top left of the population adjacent to the farm, and then click on the empty box and select the line just underneath. Okay. See how this alters production. If I do infrastructure is now at 20. All right, that's what I need to know. I click here and go here. That's 14. If I go here and here, 26. Oh, no wonder. All right. All right. 14. All right. Close enough. You also move population units at the same time. If you don't select the rightmost population unit, it's also important to note that not all social classes can perform every task. The game won't allow, for example, a clergyman to work in the fields. Freemen are more versatile as they can work in the first 3 tasks: agriculture, infrastructure, and commerce. Okay. Clergy important for generating piety points. Check. Which is over chair. And piety, here we go. which aids in loyalty and religious conversion, while nobles can recruit units faster and produce stewardship to help boost your loyalty. Let's make good use of these infrastructure points to start a structure. Please click on the Build a Structure button. Reminder, it is always possible to move the tutorial window by grabbing the image. There we go. All right. So we're going to click here. Now, that's why they want you to move it. Structures play a critical role in regional development, similar to tasks attributed to the population. They are categorized into 6 broad categories, although they can provide dozens of different effects. The most basic level, they enhance the production of regional resources like food, infrastructure, or piety. However, if you discover through your gameplay, there's much more to explore, as you will discover. To initiate a building project, you must first select one of the 6 proposals presented. Of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 6. This is the unique aspect of kingdoms. You won't be able to choose a building systematically, but instead will receive several proposals. It will mean adapting your strategy, and as such, not all regions will develop in the exact same manner. The duration required to complete a building depends on the net infrastructure points you have generated. Now, please click on one of the choices to begin constructing a building. Okay. Food, infrastructure, needs wood, money, needs money. Here. Freeman cottages. Okay. Terminal ground now, going with that. Estimated changes. This is acrobats, no, who cares? Mining, yes. How are we doing for food? Food is 79 plus 23. Manpower, metals, yeah, let's do mining. Okay. The green building falls under the agriculture category, often aid in population growth. The pink buildings are part of infrastructure. Speed up construction. Health buildings, also in infrastructure, encourage growth of populous area and control epidemics. Gold buildings focus on commerce, and workshops boosting revenue and trade goods, which are essential for managing building costs and output. Red buildings are military structures that improve regional defense, military unit production. Orange buildings are piety structures that generate piety, like clergymen do, maintaining population loyalty and countering heresies. Blue buildings are stewardship structures that help maintain order by reducing loyalty penalties due to distance from the capital. If none of the building options appeal to you, you can issue a regional edict instead. To do this, first click on the currently under construction to reopen the building proposal. Okay. All right. Edicts are used for allowing you to choose from a variety of structures to build. However, they do come with an authority cost, usually ranging from 1 to 3 points. Authority is valued resource. It's worth noting that authority accumulates more slowly the more you have. So avoiding spending any authority is often not the best strategy. It's certainly less enjoyable. With that in mind, please click on that wax seal to open the edicts. All right. Let's move this again. The edicts panel is straightforward. It first lets you choose from one of the 6 available building categories, and then within the category you can specific a specific structure you want to build. Not all options are available. You can unlock more by meeting certain conditions. Usually the cheaper buildings are listed, and buildings that are more uncommon or rare aren't shown. Start Starting a build with an edict means you still need to build it in the usual way, accumulate infrastructure points. Please click on the building that you would like to construct. Okay, construction. Okay, what's that? Surface iron mining, rat catcher, wells, smokehouse, crude smoker, craftsman burrow. I think we want to do surface mining. Placing use burn population, but it requires minimal infrastructure, relying solely on men equipped with picks. It's restricted to hills, which we already know we're in hills. Okay. Many buildings operate more efficiently with a trade good, whether produced locally or imported. Some buildings generate trade goods, while others consume them, and a few do both. If a required resource is lacking, the building will still function, but you'll face a penalty cost that varies depending on the missing trade good. To delve deeper into trading, please click on the something. It is. Oh, there it is. This. Or at the top of the panel. Okay. If you're governing a large developed country, trading might seem overwhelming, but the good news is that it is fully automated. Oh, good. A building and by extension, a region that requires trade goods will automatically seek them within a trading range. It's indicated at the bottom of the trade panel. Range 3. Okay. Trade is more likely between nations that have a cooperative treaty or an alliance, as well as within your own regions. You can't trade with an enemy nation. If there is a competition for a resource, one unit of iron is available, but 2 regions within range of it, then trade acumen, bottom of the trade panel, plays a trade acumen 7, and determine who secures the deal. Keep an eye on the merchant republics. Yeah. A trade good is consumed by one structure upon arrival, but remains available for bonus units. Explore the concept by clicking on the funny little house trade burrow in the regions panel. Trade burrow in the regions panel. Where is that? Oh, there we go. Trade burrows. Trade burrows is a noteworthy building. It serves as a millstone building, unlocking the second half of the commerce tree. Each category has one such building. Additionally, burrows benefit. Move that over. Let's see. Additionally, each burrow benefits from a bonus good, which is the case of clothes. If you open the table panel, you will notice that your region neither imports nor produces any clothes. Okay. Intriguing, isn't it? Bonus goods can actually be sourced from your own region or any adjacent regions, unless you're in enemy territory. If these goods aren't consumed, they are simply served as a bonus to enhance production. To learn more, please close all panels, then take a closer look at the Cerulean region, whatever, on the southwest corner by clicking on the region south. P.S. Remember, you can grab an image. All right, we got this millstone, this building, total roll to unlock several other buildings, merchant traders, money. Oh yeah. Well, it tells you everything there. Okay, we'll close this. We'll move this, and it says, let's see, click on, take a look for the civilian region of here on so by clicking on the region of South. As you can see, there's a spinning wheel, and the fate of the clothes produced there. Click on it, please. Doesn't affect good. Cloths of several research for all structures that use it as a bonus good, both in whatever, and all adjacent regions, including Toledo. Don't worry too much about bonus goods at the start. They'll come into play naturally. Only if you're playing as a challenging nation should you actively pursue them. While they're not essential for success in kingdoms, optimizing them uncovers a rich mini game within the game full of nuances. But let's move on to some trading. To proceed, close the spinning wheel panel and click on Toledo once again or twice, as it's a domain of yours, and then click on the Unit Q button, middle of the upper panel. All right. We'll go back to Toledo, and we're going to click on this. Queue is empty. Unit queue, but we've gone through quite a bit of this. We'll absorb that. We're going to save for now. We're going to call this start of tutorial. We'll just call it number 1, and we'll save. And now we will return to the main menu. Okay. Now we will go back here. Let's see, we can load this. Let's see where it takes us. We're just double checking to see how this is going to work out next time, which will be in 2 weeks, because this is our alternating series with Battlestar Galactica. Yep, and there we are. We need to click here and then click on this. And then it's going to take us to the tutorial window. So that's important to know. Good, so let's just close. Let's just go back to the main menu and call that an episode. Thanks for joining me. It's going to take a while to work through the tutorials. I think it's better off to go slow. We'll take a look at everything that we need to do. A couple of YouTube videos I saw where the guys race through it so fast. I mean, it was an hour and a half of video, which to me was way too long, but that's just me. Some people like that and get into that and study it. I like to try to keep this, and I think I've got us in an hour or maybe a little bit longer. And we'll just slowly work through it, and we'll have fun with the game. So if you want to leave a like or a comment, or say, hey, why don't you do this on your own and let's get to a real campaign or scenario, feel free to do that also. Other than that, I will be back again, like I said, in 2 weeks. Next week will be Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. And that's it for this time. So as always, I am Captain Jake, wishing you fair winds and following seas. Until next time.